So I just had a crazy idea. What if I decide not to do an opening? Or better yet, what if I decide to not do both an opening and an ending? You guys can't stop me. And it's my video. I can do whatever the frick I want. And you won't even know it. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Let's Read Arknights story. And as usual, we will be continuing on with the grind. Hopefully this video will be out before New Year's, but right now it looks like it's it's getting really close. So remember to like and subscribe and comment in the comment section because yeah, new rules, new bullcrap. And let's continue on. Uptown Lungmen, 7 p.m. dusk. A secret arrest warrant for Chen, sir? It's gotta be a mistake. There's no way. Oh, it's no mistake, man. Hey, get back here! I asked you if this was a mistake or not. Damn it, Chen, sir. What the hell? Who's behind this? I have to find her. I have to hear her side of the story. Yes, I understand. Anything else, Master? No. Go and do what I told you for now. When you finish, find somewhere to lay low for a while. Got it. Now go. Hurry. Ah. It turns out there really is someone who can outplay Wei Yenwu. Tallulah. Is this really just fate? Oh, young master. If you could see us now from up there, you also would not wish to see this, would you? But alas, Lungmen finally came to this. But Hyoxie, be careful, Hyoxie. You mustn't get yourself killed. I don't know why I gave him the Shifu voice, I'm sorry. Lungmen Harbor Dock, 7:20 p.m. What the heck? Not these again? Damn it! There's still so many of them out there. I thought the LGD was supposed to have this area under control. Yesterday was reunion. Today, it's these weird infected. Even we can't hold them off. And we can't use heavy-duty weapons inside the city.
Hello, operators. Is that who we're fighting today?
Those monsters! Thank goodness we're saved!
They're infected, who have been twisted by arts, and we can't stop them?
That's right. We mostly brought defensive equipment, but I never expected that they shred through our steel cables and polyfiber net like paper. We might have to bring in some military-grade weapons. We're at our limits here, so we had no choice but to ask for backup from the land ship. Thankfully, now that you're here, we might be able to turn the tides. The organium structure inside makes their bodies incredibly tough. We use suppressing fire to keep them under control. Also, our scans aren't picking up any signs of brain activity at all. The main point there is, they're pretty much already physically dead. They're just empty husks, propped up by arts. It's unbelievably cruel.
Whoever did this has to pay. But more importantly, at least you are safe. Let's make a plan. I'll get them to settle down.
You're going to fight? Uh-oh. I don't think, I forgot. I'm a bit more ahead in the game when it comes to gameplay, but the doctor... I forgot in the story the doctor is a bit behind on the whole, how Rhode Island works kind of situation, so, oh boy, this is gonna be one heck of a shock for them, especially for somebody who probably never played war games before and seen the dark side of war, because yeah, child soldiers, very touchy topic. I wish you luck, Doctor. That's all I can say for you, bud. Ah, crud. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Yes.
But you look... Doctor, have you never met Rose Montes before?
Please stand aside, Doctor.
Then you might want to take a step back. I guarantee you've never seen anything like this. Is that a metal box from the lampshade fly by? That thing floating in the air there is your equipment? Now what you... I'll just go with the top one, I would definitely say that.
It's mine. Operator, please describe your impression of a target.
Hold on now, I'll check the menu. Okay, the target, a large group of active, restless individuals. They're moving as a group with no clear objective. Their general trend is clear, but with no set route, that should be good enough, right?
Received. I'll handle this. Dr. Calcic was very clear. Once we finish with this, Rhode Island is to leave Monkman immediately.
Evening, old friend.
Hoshiguma, what are you doing here? How about your injuries?
I'm an Oni. Those scratches are long gone.
Good. Now Hold on. Were you waiting for me here?
That Doom buggy you're pushing is a new model from Red Billiton, right? Great for road off-road performance. Dust-proof, climb hills with ease, incredible range and fuel efficiency, minimal environmental impact with a maximum comfort. That one? Yeah, sorry. I saw that ad on the terminal a million times. Guess it got stuck in the old noggin. It's a damn good buggy though. I'm not even into off-road, and I'd like to get one.
What are you trying to say?
You look like hell, Chen. Where you plan on going?
How did you know I'd be here?
You came here every time you wanted to sneak out of the city. Remember, I also know every nook and cranny of this place. The LGD issued an arrest warrant.
But that's not what you're here for.
Of course not. I know exactly what kind of person you are.
This is my only way out of Lungmen. I stayed dark the whole way. If the whole LGD knew me half as well as you do,
then you'll never make it out of Lungmen.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
They're just like me. They don't want you to go.
Hoshiguma, are you going to stop me? Why you, of all people? Hoshiguma!
Of course I am, Chen. I'm an LGD inspector, and more importantly, your friend. Did you really, I think I meant seriously, plan to wander off and play the lone hero on a grand adventure? That's precisely why I cannot let you go.
You're a Lungmanite, Hoshiguma. This is our last chance. A Radiant who has it his way, more people are going to die.
And your way is better?
They call you Madam Oni. They trust you to take care of Lungmen they love so much. Let me go, Hoshiguma.
Do they really love Lungmen-chan?
You?
Me? I'm old school. Comics, movies, booze, rain streets, some guy running by without an umbrella. I like my stuff retro, just not bikes. People say some stuff goes out of style quick. Jen, can we really outrun time itself? I can't, no way. It moves too fast. The chase has crushed so much of what I care about. This is all I have left. A yellow splotch, a tear, a dog-eared page. I've got names for them all. And it sucks. I hate how time took all these people from me. They died horrible, miserable deaths, sacrificing themselves to try to find a place in this world. But me? I simply watched them all vanish into dust. Some of them, I smashed their dreams to pieces with these very two hands. They didn't love Lungmen. They simply had nowhere else to go. And in the end, that was my fault. You're not going anywhere, Chen. Fat died. All those people died for Lungmen. You're going to pretend you never saw any of that? Don't act like you knew them. They were with me a lot longer than you, and I knew them much better than you. It's my duty to protect Lungmen. No matter who stands in my way, it's my duty. That hasn't changed. So you're still Superintendent Chen. And who gave you this duty? I did. Is that just something you want to hear yourself say? Look at you. You're gonna save Lungmen all by yourself? One woman against all reunion? Your temper tantrum won't get you that far. It's funny. You're the one who always carried out Mr. Wei's order because you could relate with him. Now that I'm the one who relates with him better, and I'm the one carrying out his orders, oh, the tables have turned. I've seen the gist of Mr. Wei's plan. If someone has to die, Mr. Wei thinks it ought to be him. You're carrying the Chen family blood. Once all his blows over, no one's coming after you. You mean Mr. Wei would rather die than you? You give him too much credit. Maybe you don't give him enough, Chen. If he wants to die, he's welcome to. But what will that get us? What's the point? Will it prevent a war? Will it get Lungmen out of this mess? If he dies, it'll get some of the blame off of Lungmen. I think all the blame will pretty much vanish into thin air, actually. You really think it'll be that easy? Nothing ever that easy. That's why he wants you running the LGD. You'll get his job and be chief of the LGD sooner or later. After that, you'll become the boss of the entire city. There's been a lot of rot left behind, and you should be the one to clean it out. I get what Mr. Wei wants from you. Though he's been waiting for a long time, I can tell that his belief and methods haven't changed from the day I met him. Lungmen still needs you, and she doesn't want you in danger. I'm just so disgusted. Mr. Wei's death may not matter to you, but once he's gone, you can change the city. I have to tell you something, Hoshiguma. It's the reason I don't belong here. Don't mess with me. No one's more Lungmen than you. I'm an infected. What? Since when?
3 years ago.
You've been hiding it from me?
I didn't mean to.
How come you didn't even tell me?
Wei Yanwu didn't want anyone to know. We couldn't have an infected in the LGD, so I couldn't be infected.
Hoshiguma, there's no place for an infected here, or anywhere else in the world.
I've had enough of Wei Yanwu's controlling us. I'm not going to be his tool anymore.
No, I get it. I finally actually really get it, Chen. I know exactly why you can't leave Lungmen.
What?
If you leave and go to that core city, Mr. Wei would have to brand you an enemy. Not just an enemy, but a dangerous infected enemy working against Lungmen. The whole city would know you're infected. They might even think you're working with Reunion. And that'll be the end of it. You'll never be able to come back.
I don't care.
That's my line. You're infected? I don't care. I don't care. Missy doesn't care. Nine doesn't care. The LGD doesn't care. Not even Mr. Wei cares. He wants you to change this place. He doesn't want you gone.
You didn't see how ruthless he treated the infected.
I did.
And Nine? She's already gone. She quit the LGD because she was infected too.
Nine too?
You know, Nine might have contracted a Ripley on the same mission. She went undercover for me in Reunion, and then, because of Reunion, she abandoned Lungmen. Because she saw the truth of the city.
You didn't betray Lungmen. I'm not letting you take the fall for a crime you didn't commit.
Hoshiguma, why do you think I'm going to the core city?
I've never been good at guessing games. Just get to the point.
Do you know who's leading Reunion?
I forgot her name. Tallulah.
Missy didn't tell you.
Tell me what?
Tallulah is my sister.
Damn, that's a bomb drop! Oh, I get it. Jen, you're not going today.
Why? Is my sister, my family, not important enough?
That's why.
That's why I can't let you go.
Even if I have to die here, I'm not letting you go.
That's not for you to decide, Hoshiguma. Hanya can decide. No matter what stands in my way, whether it's a catastrophe, a shield, or an Oni, I'm not giving in.
The blacksmith who cast a shield had his whole family killed by a gang of wandering Onis. His fury is much more toxic than a catastrophe. The blood that stains this shield and the tragedy it represents is much more wicked than any catastrophe. Chen, Mr. Wei isn't a good man. We can kick his ass together. Whatever you want to do, I'll do it with you. You want my Colombian big single 70 VV? Go ahead. Chen, now's not the time. Don't go. Don't force me to do this. That's all I ask.
Force you? Why are you talking like Wei Yanwu? I don't like it. When Wei did what he did, no. When he betrayed his brother, failed my mother, and put the city to sleep under his cloud of wickedness, that's when I decided to do this.
You might think that stuff has anything to do with you, but I don't think so.
What do you mean?
What he did what he did for you, and what you should be doing, none of it is connected. That's what Mr. Wei was hoping for. He didn't want to play the bad guy. He's not power hungry. He gave you the sword. You don't get it. Understand what? It wasn't just one time. It happened again, again, again. I destroyed my home. I destroyed my family. Cover horn to toe in blood every time. I fought to the bitter end until I was the only one left standing. Because that's what I thought was right. And they were wrong. I found myself asking a lot if I really deserve to live. I don't, but I lived anyway. I just can't live for myself anymore. Putting yourself out because of some concept of right and wrong, that's the dumbest thing a person can do. And I've dealt with the regret my whole life. You think you're the only one who got a lot of baggage, Miss Chen? Stop talking like that. So why can't you understand me? Even a little bit. We've been through so much together all these years. There's still something you can't tell me. Sorry, there was a small error. I got my baggage and you got yours. We both know that. Even so. What is there you still don't understand? I never pulled any of you into this. How can you say I don't understand you? Because I've seen too many people die for nothing. I don't care who you are. I just care where you're going. I'm not letting you go. This is all on the leader of Reunion. You can't change the situation, and you'll die for nothing too. No one wants to see that. Not the LGD, not Lungmen. Thank you, Hoshiguma. But I'm still going. Really? If we have to fight, you should know I'm not scared of you. You really have to go, huh? You feel like your heart is hard as iron right now. I told you before. You're lost in your own thoughts. You're lost of sight of everything around you. Everything everyone's done for you. Your stubbornness is only going to get you hurt. Fine. I guess you have to take a beating before you can learn. Like a young Hoshiguma. That being a stubborn ass is just a stupid impulse. If you want to fight, Chin, then let's do it. Show me everything you've learned in the last 2 years. Stop talking like that! EX-42 long-range Orchidium Ars control device. Operator Rosmontes requesting approval. Approved for use and defensive operator removal approved. User, Annihilation Specialist. Elite Operator Rosmontes. Activation approved. Okay, I'm going. Please tell closure for me about Rhode Island's landship startup. Hurry, Doctor. Get in the cabin and don't watch. If you get hit by Rosemonte's shrapnels, you're pretty much a goner. And this is where I'm going to be skipping, so I'll be right back. That fight was straight asinine. Uptown Lungmen, 7:20 p.m. Oh, sheesh. You're pretty serious about this. Real unexpected. Never thought, though. Never would have thought that you'll be able to make me bleed.
We have never been able to walk away from our past. Hoshiguma, you've already been a part of this city, but not me. I've always been running. I don't think I'll ever be able to stand this place.
It turned to another one of these in the end. I can't stop you. Go.
Sorry, Hoshiguma. After I'm gone, please go to the slums for me. The people there are panicked and confused. Someone from the LGD has to protect them. If some infected kids give you a toy bear, keep it. A nurse, a girl named Misha, taught them how to make those bears. She died because we failed her.
Okay, I will.
Sorry, I owe you one.
I don't need your apology. Honestly, you're no good at them.
Hoshiguma.
I think we're done here. Go and don't come back.
Take care of yourself.
Can't stand this place. How many people care about this city as much as you do? Bullshit. Inspector Hoshiguma! Huh? Inspector, you're hurt. Who could have... Oh, yes. We just saw Madam Chen. Oh, that. Sorry. Do you guys have a second to talk? Inspector, you're disobeying orders too? I wouldn't put it that way. I mean, she tried at least. Get out.
Yes, Lord Wei.
I told you not to call me that.
As you wish. We await your orders. Miss Calton and young Amiya, before you speak, could I have a word with him? Yes, go ahead, Miss Fumizuka.
All yours.
We've been together for years now, Wei Yenwu.
Why talk about this? Why now?
One look in your eyes and I can tell what you're thinking.
Mizuki.
Now, I've always been able to tell. I know Lungman means the world to you. I know all that you've given her. I know about the dreams you have for her.
No, Fumizuki.
But today, this isn't what you want, is it? Oh, Gomen. I'm not referring to our current dilemma. What I mean is, this prosperity that you've given everything for. You lost 2 loved ones. Actually, I think you said it was 3, maybe dozens. Surely you couldn't bear to lose your niece as well.
She loathes the Shadow Guards. If I send them to retrieve her, she will fight them to the death.
No, wait, Yenwu. That's not what I mean. Won't you regret it if you let them both die in some foreign city? What if they're infected? Are they not your nieces? If we had children of our own, is this how you would treat them?
All that I've done for the sake of our land. I never intended for Chen Hu-Xie to do my work.
But that's how she is. No, keep the truth from her only deeper the cut. It only makes her feel like she doesn't belong here. Your expectations of her, they're too distant and too difficult.
Why can't I stop at this point? I have struggled against the men behind me and the city below me for so long, and this is all I have to show for it. Would Lungmen allow me to stop? That is what she wanted, to get to the source of the problem.
She wanted to change this city into something completely unlike the city under my rules. All I did was teach her how to get there, what she would have to do, and what she would have to give up.
Sorry, another error occurred. Dang it.
Alright, that's enough rationalizing. You're giving me a headache. I'll go bring her home myself. I won't sit back and watch her die. I will do what you cannot.
Nonsense! I won't allow it! I had plans to bring her back, and you, Fumizuki, are not to set foot outside this building.
Oh, you'll stop me?
Dama kono yaru.
Whew. Huh? Doctor, what did Miss Fumizuki say?
It's been a long time since I heard such angry Gashian.
Have you forgotten who I am, Wei Yenwu?
Even I have my limits, Fumizuki.
Have you forgotten who you are?
Fumizuki!
Doctor, I think Mr. Wei might really care for Miss Fumizuki?
The same way also goes for Fumizuki. Maybe. I totally butchered that freaking saying.
Now then, on to our friend from Rhode Island. How much will it cost for you to help Lungmen and our Chen? I'll cover it myself. You're really going to hire us like this, Miss Fumizuki? I am. It may be improper to say, but my husband is not exactly in top form today.
Damn!
Or might I say, our opponent's plans has gone beyond anything we might have predicted, and included all that he holds dear. They have a complete understanding of both Lungmen and Wei Yenwu.
Fumizuki, that's enough!
Who are you to say what's enough? Doctor, name your price. I can pay. I understand everything you said here, Miss Fumizuki, and money won't be necessary, but I need you to hear me out.
Doctor?
Maybe this isn't the place to say it, but if I can speak freely, Lungmen needs some outside assistance. Can I continue, Miss Fumizuki? By all means. I don't let words get to me.
Nonsense.
Rhode Island is only a pharmaceutical company.
Bullshit.
But the world is a tough place. It doesn't let hub on any of us, especially a pharmaceutical company like ours that tends to make a lot of enemies, be in the business, geopolitics, etc. And we wonder the cracks between countries because we have no other choice. When all the forces of the world align to put pressure on us, we need our own special method to handle them. But if our methods are to work, we need the forces acting against us to have a shred of sense left in their thick skulls. So when there comes a day like today, where anything could happen, Rhode Island has to be ready with the right response.
Get to the point.
I have a proposal.
Of course. I hope it's a good one.
I'm not sure if I should be disclosing this information to you, Mr. Wei. You must know, with Lungmen's strength and your talent, you could annihilate Rhode Island with a snap of your fingers. No matter how advanced our equipment may be, there's nothing we can do against your force. If we act against you, Rhode Island is as good as dead.
Go on, Dr. Calcis, Miss Amia. Rest assured I have no energy to direct at Rhode Island anymore. So please, proceed.
Very well. When we first met, Mr. Wei, you were very curious about our military capabilities. I can admit now, as I just said, Rhode Island is no match for Lungmen in this respect. However, no matter how strong a force may be, it can be limited by circumstances it finds itself in. It's largely a difference of degree. Even your men can project powers with their hands tied. Even if you step into the battlefield personally, the enemy still has something to use against you. The truth is, a colleague of mine once saw the Duke of Christier at a fundraising banquet with his adopted daughter. This wasn't a slave market or some noble, what do we call that? It was an event for those who represent the many movers and shakers of our world.
Continue.
I'm sure you can guess what happened next, Mr. Wei. Many young people proved their value that night with the idea and theories that they exposed. But Tallulah did not. Neither my colleague nor I ever expected that she would become a leader of Reunion. In fact, we should have realized that the Duke of Christian only shows himself when necessary to do what is necessary. Otherwise, he stays out of sight. Cashier won't tip his hand in exchange for assistance, neither will Tallulah. I'm sure you know the relationship much better than we do, Mr. Wei. The Duke of how do you say that? Never made her a slave or a hostage.
She is his successor.
Oh?
Your observation confirms my suspicion, Dr. Calcin. Tallulah is Cashier's successor.
Correct, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Cashier knows what you have and what you're capable of. Tallulah may as well. You can leave this in our hands now, Mr. Wei. We have what it takes to handle this situation. Like Amia told you before, the official agreement between Lungmen and Rhode Island is over. But now, the Rhode Island landship has left Lungmen port. What we do from here on has nothing to do with Lungmen. Is that acceptable, Amia? Yes. Mr. Wei, we won't concern ourselves with the future of Lungmen or your personal business. But all this is the result of someone conspiring to exploit the infected, and we will fight it with all our might. If you permit us to act, and if you can promise you won't act against us in any way, then the battle to come is our battle, Rhode Island's battle.
I won't rely on the infected. I don't trust the infected. The only difference between you and Reunion is that you haven't turned against Lungmen. Yet. What was the Reunion like before? Even if we don't remember, someone does. They weren't anything like this. You can dress up your schemes in fancy words, just as Reunion can shout from the rooftops that they will be the ones to deliver the infected from their fate. In the end, they still end up being cannon fodder for Ursus. In short orders, Ursus will snuff out the fire that is Reunion. Will you be the next Reunion? Who can say? When will you bare your fangs and turn against us? What's more, I doubt you have the strength to deal with Cashier's successor. That Duke of Cashier, only Lungmen has successfully opposed him over all these years.
Mr. Wei, you intend to personally lead your forces to attack the Chernobog core city, correct?
Don't make blind conjectures.
What you just told me, Mr. Wei, is revealing you think you're the only one who can handle this situation. The truth that Lungmen has the raw power to do it, and you also overcome the machination of Ursus. And this time, you intend to sacrifice yourself to nullify the declaration of war on Ursus?
Sorry, got a little winded. Jeez.
Here goes. As Miss Fumizuki said, you also betrayed your principles, and you hoped to end it all with your death.
I've made so many mistakes. My death can't pay for them all. I don't even know who I'd be paying.
Nevertheless, Mr. Wei, are you so certain that after your death, no one will bear any ill will?
Lungmen is strategically important to Yan. Thanks to my protection, it will continue to prosper. Really?
I was referring to Lady Fumizuki. Dr. Calcet, show some tact! Dr. Calcet, what are you saying? I meant what I said, Mr. Wei. I'm afraid your wife will suffer because of your actions. Even if you die, she is your widow. She still know everything you knew. Since someone is forcing you to act against your will, I believe this sort of thing is to be expected. I have a feeling that particular individual won't be so magnanimous. That's enough, Dr. Calcet. You're way out of line. I can't.
You're saying that even if I do this, I still won't be able to protect Fumizuki?
And it may not end with Miss Fumizuki. I can go too. This is the worst that can happen.
Fumizuki! Speak, Dr. Calcet.
For the sake of your beloved city and your beloved people, I am begging you, Lord Wei, leave this to the experts. We may be powerless against standing army, but we know the infected. We know what they want and what they don't. Only the infected can face the infected.
So what do you want, leader of Rhode Island, Dr. Calcet? You're not a charity. Attacking a core city is tantamount to throwing an egg at a boulder. It will be ruinously expensive and may be utterly futile.
You understand our position, Mr. Wei.
At this point, it benefits us both to speak plainly.
More than your agreement with our battle plan, Mr. Wei, we need your guarantee. Considering you may change your mind in the future, we need your promise for now. Because I believe that Lungmen and your family and Madame Chen are worth that promise. We don't need your money, Miss Fumizuki. Your kindness and your attitude towards the infected are enough for us to execute this operation free of charge. Little rabbit. Huh?
Gives a thumbs up, bruh. I agree. Until the end of the Lungmen-Turnbull conflict, we, Lungmen, will not in any way interfere in Rhode Island's affairs. And it looks to me like the good Dr. Calcet has more yet to say. Speak up, I can endure it. For the time being, because I need Rhode Island to save one very specific infected.
Then I have another proposal.
Name your price.
20 years ago, Edward Arturus, father to Lula Arturus, died here in Lungmen. I would like Mr. Wade to lend us his remains.
What the frick are you gonna do with his remains? Calcit! Oh, god dang, man.
さっきのあなたの顔。ルイは友
But
を
yeah,
呼
I
ぶ
did
っ
get
て
to
言葉
flex
は正しかったの
a
ね。
certain operator in this freaking stage, but at the same time, never again. Alright, moving on to the next one.
Rhode Island Bridge, 6 a.m. Oh boy. Attention, our standing operators. I have some important information to report to everyone in Rhode Island. This is Amia. As of last night, Rhode Island has officially left Lungmen. In light of recent developments, the trade agreement between us and Lungmen has been cancelled. We no longer have any reason or standing to remain inside the city. Fortunately, we've already purchased a lot of supplies from Lungmen, which will sustain our operations for a while. Unfortunately, some of our operators will shortly be going deep into Chernobyl's core city. An extremely tough battle awaits us there. Many may think that war is a distant concern to us. War, they may say, is a conflict between two countries and has nothing to do with a pharmaceutical company. But war, I think war has never left us. We have always been in a war, the long war of injustice against the infected, the war that drives people to hate each other. To develop an effective treatment for erypathy and give the infected a chance to use it, our medicines have poured countless hours into their research. Likewise, it has always been our goal to provide the most advanced medical treatment to those who suffer from erypathy, inhibiting and slowing the progression of erypathy. But that is far from enough. Before we can achieve this goal, we must face the ever-growing conflicts between the infected and the uninfected. The enemies of the infected will not see them treated, and each crime they commit against the infected aggravates the tension between the two groups. All the while, others exploit and enslave the infected for their own profit. There are those who oppose us and even attack us solely because we seek a cure for erypathy. We have suffered this in the past. Imagine if we develop a medicine to treat this disease, but never have a chance to administer it to the infected. What then? Our enemy is not only erypathy. There is no safety for us standing back from this war anymore. 2 weeks ago, Reunion in Rhode Island engaged in a violent confrontation. Many of our operators sacrificed themselves in Chernobyl. A story we have seen unfold far too many times. But every sacrifice demands vengeance from us, and we will be locked into an endless cycle of revenge. Countless lives will be taken by our enemies and taken by our own hands. Our struggles with Reunion cannot rest upon hatred. If we are able to negotiate with them, we will demand from them an explanation and hold them accountable for their actions. But Reunion is still gripped by their madness even today. They have taken control of Chernobyl's core city and are driving it into Lungmen. Even strangers, Ursus has not surrendered its territorial control of the core city. They retain a territorial claim on Chernobog, even with it under Reunion's control, even when Ursus never took action as this entire incident unfolded. The Empire of Ursus ignored the atrocities committed by Chernobog and made no effort to stop them whatsoever. They abandoned their own citizens. This has led me to conclude that Ursus has conspired to bring about this event. A collusion with the core city will spark an international war, a war between Ursus and Yan. By then, it will be too late. No matter who stands behind Reunion, no matter how hard they pushed, no matter who the real mastermind behind all this is, there will be only one true laid grimly at her feet. The affected caused this war. No matter the outcome of the war, the affected will always be the scapegoat. They will face even more brutal oppression, more miserable lives, and an eternal fury hatred. If that comes to pass, all Rhode Island had done will come to nothing. There won't be a single country in the world that will allow it to treat the infected or allow them a normal life. Indeed, this is an unavoidable part of our protracted war on Erebity. Rhode Island has always been fighting this war, and it's a difficult war to win. But despite that, we will never give up. We will fight the fanatics with reason and enmity with clever strategy. We will press on because no one wants to see a bitter end to our efforts. So we will stop Reunion. We will stop Chernobog Core City for colliding with Lungmen. I hope those of you staying here on the landship will look at Rhode Island. Whether or not we return, Rhode Island will fight on. Right. Situation normal.
Dear God, I just lost a lot of breath there. Great speech. You make a charming orator. Nah, just great speech.
Oh, thanks, Doctor.
Was it maybe too gloomy? No, it was just right. Yeah, that's like the situation that we are in right now, whether you like it or not, Doc. Okay. Got my breaths in. Going in.
Yes, some of the operators will think so too. They said at times like these, we should be boosting morale. But I thought about it and realized we're not that kind of team. It's not about good or bad moral for us. We need to understand what it is we're doing. The harder things get, the more we need to tell everyone the truth. We can't be making our decision blind. What could be more dangerous than walking around this world blindfolded?
I heard Madam Chen left Lungmen.
It's true. I'm thinking Madam Chen will probably steal into the core city alone. Lungmen, the affected, her bloodline. Madam Chen is a complicated person with a lot of contradictions tied up inside her. But even carrying around all that, she still didn't give up. She didn't run away. She carried it all with her into Chernobog. She's not afraid of betrayal, exile, or death. Dr. Nizuki, Madam Chen is infected.
I kinda knew all along, I'm not gonna lie. How the heck was she able to freaking use that power back then? But, yeah.
Yes. Doctor, when we get to the core city, we're also going to do what we can to rescue her. Not only because Madam Chen is our friend, and not entirely because someone hired us to do it. Madam Chen will not face Reunion alone. We will stand with her. everything she worked so hard to protect, the painful silence she forced on herself. We will help her because we both want the same thing.
That's our little rabbit. Sounds pretty generous. I thought you'd be more scared of that. Bruh, no! I'm kind of tempted to chew the bottom. You know what? I'm just gonna chew the top.
Doctor, the look on your mask, it's funny. I doubt Madame Chen before. I took her for the type who couldn't change. But when she reached out to help the infected, I saw it. I saw the color in her heart.
I had never heard anything like that before. That's an interesting turn of phrase. Let's see here. I'll go with this one.
Or, it's just how I describe it. I don't really know how to explain what I see, and it wouldn't be right to transmit it to people directly. But to protect the infected in moving cities, to keep to that ideal is heroic. Madame Chen isn't a cold-blooded person. She's stern and strict, but that's exactly why her sense of justice forces her to fight against the darkness in this world. Even if she never said so herself. So, we'll go.
Sure, I made that promise myself. Okay. There's someone else who wanted me to start reunion. But who, Doctor? Who do you remember telling you to say that?
Dr. Mitsuki, are you talking about...
Yeah.
Oh. Miss Frostnova. Right. And Misha. If there's something we can do to prevent a repeat of Misha's tragedy, to bring some comfort to Frostnova and her men, and to help even more people, to stop the birth of new sorrow in this land, we will do it. I send both of you the information. This would be the first time the three of us have taken command together.
And going to work with us? Am I supposed to be excited?
You could also stay here, it's up to you. I can't force you. Dr. Calcit. I'm listening. I hope you can set aside whatever preconception you have of Dr. Natsuki. And I hope you'll set aside whatever prejudice you may have towards Dr. Calcit, Dr. Natsuki, for the things she said before, at least for the time being.
We're gonna hard. Know that.
Dr. Natsuki has amnesia. Royland has no reliable treatment to restore the doctor's memory in just 2 short weeks. So everything that the doctor is now is the product of a new understanding and cognition. Dr. Calcit, I hope you can look at this Dr. Natsuki in a new light. And Dr. Natsuki, I don't want you doubting Dr. Calcit's intentions just because of what she said. She's the person that you can rely on the most. Whether you trust her or not, she is. Please promise me, both of you.
Fine, but if the cat bitch says anything else, I might not keep that promise.
Dr. Natsuki, water under the bridge isn't an option for us. Morality won't turn us into better people. Dr. Calcit, I'm not refusing your proposal, Mia. It's just forgiveness as a form of kindness, of waiving your right to anger will only make us weak beyond measure. I will not waive that right. But for now, I'll shelve my prejudice. Let's deal with the Corsity first. Once and for all.
Alright. Amia, I'm sitting next to you. Looking forward to working with you, cat bitch.
If you're willing. think it would be this easy. Honestly, I was even expecting you to weave in some trapped and pitiful among your words. Pitfalls. But what's the harm? I look forward to working with you, Dr. Natsuki.
Hey man, what's the plan? Also, what was the past doctor like if she hates me this dang much? Sheesh. Like, I'm sorry, I'm only someone possessing the body.
Oh, yeah. Which part of the plan are you asking about, Doctor?
Let's see my options. First, we'll see a way to the Solar City. What do we get there? We just have to, let's just go with this one.
Rhode Island does have its own way of doing things. Take a look at the report. I'll cover every part of the plan.
Right.
In 4 hours, we'll trigger a small sandstorm in the path of Chernobyl's core city. Okay, video got a little too long, so I'll be continuing the next part tomorrow. See you guys later.